Very good morning, class 11th. In yesterday's lecture, I started with adrenal gland, right? And we talked about the zones of adrenal cortex and adrenal medulla. They don't have any specific zones. And today in this lecture, I'm going to take these hormones which are produced by each zone of adrenal cortex. I'm going to talk about detail of mineral corticoids, glucocorticoids and sex corticoids with you. So one request to all of you, when you are watching this video, please pay your full attention, because every function is very important, and if you will not concentrate, you will not be able to connect, you will not be able to understand the functions. So first, let's talk about mineralocorticoids. The most common, if I say, hormone secreted or included in this is aldosterone, and it is secreted by the zone that is known as zona glomerulosa, right? That is our first zone of adrenal cortex, that is the glomerulosa. It secretes the hormones, that is the mineralocorticoids, and the most common one is aldosterone. Now there are few conditions, there are few reason, or there are few situations which result in secretion of aldosterone hormone. First, this is stimulated by, there is the stimulation by adrenocorticotrophin hormone. That time also aldosterone is released. Then from angiotensin, and you know that angiotensin's mechanism is for the regulation of urine. So from angiotensin also, it also influence the secretion of aldosterone. When sodium level in blood is low and potassium level in blood is high, that time also aldosterone is released out. Are you getting my point? That when sodium level in blood is low and potassium level is high, that time also aldosterone is released or secreted. So these are three conditions in which there is secretion of aldosterone. First is stimulation by ACTH, then second from the angiotensin, and third is when sodium and potassium levels, when sodium is low and potassium is high in the blood. So now let's talk about functions of aldosterone. Right, we know that when it is secreted when sodium level is less and potassium is high, it is then secreted out. Now, what is the function of aldosterone? It means it maintains high sodium level in the blood, right? And condition is known as hypernatremia, because when it is secreted, the sodium level in the blood is low, so it maintains high sodium level in the blood. It maintains low potassium level in the blood, क्योंकि पोटाशियम ऑलरेडी हाई होता है उस टाइम पे, और जब ये रिलीज करता है तो इट मेंटेन्स लो पोटाशियम लेवल इन द ब्लड, सो इट इज़ नोन एज हाइपोकैलीमिया. So that is the function. When aldosterone is secreted out, it maintains high sodium level and it maintains low potassium level in the blood, and condition is known as hypernatremia. And with the calcium there is, because it is low, so hyperkalemia, right? Next function of aldosterone, very important function. Aldosterone absorbs, because what is its function? To maintain high sodium level. How is it doing this? Aldosterone absorbs sodium फ्रॉम नेफ्रिक फिल्ट्रेट। जो नेफ्रिक फिल्ट्रेट आता है हमारे पास, हमारे नेफ्रॉन्स में सारा एब्जॉर्ब कर लेता है उसमें से ये सोडियम। अब सोडियम पहुंच जाएगा, उसने एब्जॉर्ब कर लिया, तो सोडियम इज़ नाउ इनटू योर इंटरस्टिशियल फ्लूइड. It means your interstitial fluid become hypertonic. So now when it becomes hypertonic, so water from the nephric filtrate, it will be also absorbed. So it helps in absorbing the water back in the body and results in the hypertonic urine. So दो function ये main perform कर रहा है. It is helping in absorption of high sodium as well as water absorption. Due to this, the urine which comes out is hypertonic urine. Now, it is also known as salt retaining hormone because it is important for maintaining high sodium level in the body so that water absorption can take place. Mainly sodium का तो level maintain करता ही है, but साथ में water absorption का भी it take care of, right? The next is if more sodium is absorbed, क्योंकि इसने सारा सोडियम तो एब्जॉर्ब कर लिया एल्डोस्टेरॉन रिलीज होने से, नेफ्रिक फिल्ट्रेट में से सारा जो सोडियम है कहाँ जा रहा है आपका, इनटू द फ्लूइड, दैट इज योर इंटरस्टिशियल फ्लूइड. सो इट विल नॉट अलाउ the sodium to be released from the urine, so decreases sodium. So if more sodium is absorbed, it will not be lost in the urine. It is performing that it decreases sodium loss from the urine as well as from the sweat because it help in maximum absorption of sodium. That is why sodium loss is very less, right? From the urine, sodium loss is very less. These are the main functions performed by our aldosterone. It maintains high sodium level in the blood as well as low potassium in the blood. It helps in absorption of more and more sodium as well as the water. It is known as salt retaining hormone. Now the disease which happens because of the hyposecretion of एल्डोस्टेरॉन मीन्स अगर आपका एल्डोस्टेरॉन कम अमाउंट में प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है, विच काइंड ऑफ डिजीज विल हैपन, दैट इज एडिसन्स डिजीज. एडिसन्स डिजीज इज बिकॉज ऑफ hyposecretion, less secretion of aldosterone. What kind of condition, characteristic feature of this disease is, there is the coloration of skin looks like there is a bronze like pigmentation or coloration of skin happens. If this hormone aldosterone is very less, then sodium level in the blood decreases and this condition is known as हाइपोनेट्रीमिया. सो अगर आपको पेपर में क्वेश्चन आता है कि हाइपोनेट्रीमिया इज इट बिकॉज ऑफ द नॉर्मल लेवल ऑफ एल्डोस्टेरॉन और लेस सिक्रीशन ऑफ एल्डोस्टेरॉन, इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ लेस सिक्रीशन ऑफ एल्डोस्टेरॉन. सो हाइपोनेट्रीमिया इज द disease condition basically when there is a less secretion of aldosterone. In the normal situation the condition is hypernatremia, right? potassium level high हो जाएगा obviously because ये potassium level को low करता है, so condition is known as hyperkalemia. So in Addison's disease there will be hyponatremia and hyperkalemia. Now when the sodium level falls, then क्योंकि अब रीएब्जॉर्प्शन एल्डोस्टेरॉन करवा नहीं रहा है, सो सोडियम स्टार्ट गेटिंग एलिमिनेटेड इन द यूरिन. और अगर ये यूरिन में एलिमिनेटेड होना शुरू हो गया, उतना ही वाटर एब्जॉर्प्शन विल बी लेस, क्योंकि हाइपरटोनिक की जगह अब हाइपोटोनिक हो जाएगा. मोर एंड मोर वाटर विल बी लॉस्ट इन द यूरिन. अगर मोर वाटर विल बी लॉस्ट, इट विल रिजल्ट इन डिहाइड्रेशन conditions. It also results in other conditions like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, nerve irritability, and person feels very, very weak and lethargic. Person feels very weak and lethargic, right? In this case, when the water is lost, when the sodium ions they are lost in the urine. The next condition, the next type of hormones, the next category of hormone which is produced by our layer of adrenal cortex, which is your zona fasciculata, that is glucocorticoids. Zona fasciculata, they produce glucocorticoids. They have two main hormones, that is cortisone and cortisol. These are the main, cortisol is the main glucocorticoid hormone, and their main function, they are responsible for regulating carbohydrate metabolism, sugar metabolism, right? The function, if we talk about glucocorticoids, as I said, their main function is to control the glucose metabolism, carbohydrate metabolism, right? So they promote gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis means they change any protein or any non-carbohydrate into sugar. That is the formation of sugar from protein part or from any non-carbohydrate part. So that is the function of glucocorticoid, that it promote gluconeogenesis, it promote formation of sugar. Then the other function of cortisol is it reduces the utilization of sugar or glucose, because its main function is to regulate the carbohydrate metabolism, so it reduces the utilization of glucose. The third is that glucocorticoids जो होते हैं, they act as anti-inflammatory. आपने देखा होगा जब कभी एलर्जिक रिएक्शंस या इन्फ्लामेशन होती है तो जो ग्लूकोकॉर्टिकॉइड्स हैं वो उसके ऑपोजिट एक्ट करते हैं. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टी, दिस इज़ अ वेरी स्पेशल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक, बिकॉज ऑफ देयर एंटी इन्फ्लामेटरी एंड एंटी एलर्जिक नेचर, they can be used in various diseases during organ transplantation, during the treatment of asthma, then during the when there is a joint disease, that is rheumatoid arthritis, that is autoimmune disease, अपनी ही बॉडी के सेल्स अपने टिश्यूज़ को ख़राब करना शुरू कर देते हैं. दैट टाइम इट इज़ ऑल्सो these glucocorticoids, they play a very important role. They used in the treatment of these kind of diseases. Then the other function is they act as vasoconstrictor. See, this secretion will be more, their secretion is more when there is excessive bleeding. Why? Because when there is excessive bleeding, कभी भी जब excessive bleeding होता है इसका मतलब blood loss, right? blood loss मतलब blood volume decreases, blood volume decreases मतलब आपका BP falls. So इस चीज़ को compensate करने के लिए, इस चीज़ को बचाने के लिए, इसके बिल्कुल कोई काउंटर तो इफेक्ट करेगा. सो दिस काउंटर इफेक्ट, to counter this fall in BP, opposite to this, what happen is blood vessels they are constricted. तो वो blood ये vasoconstrictor की तरह act करते हैं glucocorticoid और blood vessels को constrict कर देते हैं, so that fall in blood pressure can be countered, so that we can be saved from immediate fall in the blood pressure. So they act as a vasoconstrictors. These are the functions of glucocorticoids, that gluconeogenesis, regulating the sugar metabolism, they act as an anti-inflammatory and anti-allergic. Then the most important is they act as the vasoconstrictors. Then the last category we have is sex corticoids. They are also known as androgenic steroids. They are also known as gonadocorticoids. They have different names. These are produced by our innermost layer, which is known as zona reticularis. And the most important hormones here included are androsterone, and dehydroepiandrosterone, right? Androsterone and dehydroepiandrosterone, they are the main hormone. The very very small amount of estrogen and progesterone, but the main one is androsterone. The function we will discuss in differently in the males and the females. In males, these androsterone, they are responsible for the appearance of secondary sexual characteristics. Like as you know that during the puberty there is a more hair growth starts, distribution of hair, and hair is like the hair pattern as it is observed in the males, as in the males chest, their chest part has more hair, their face they has more hair as compared to the females. Male like voice means deepening of voice. These characteristics, they are responsible, they are promoted by the androsterone or the sex corticoids. So androsterone, it is responsible for the appearance of secondary sexual characteristics like the distribution of hair as well as male like voice in case of males, as well as in the females. They are also again, they are responsible for secondary sexual characteristics like enlargement of breast, starting of menstrual cycle. Females like hair distribution, females may, as you know ki there is the very less facial hair, but yes, internal areas they have hair, right? So quickly we will see that what did we discuss today. We discussed about the three major categories of adrenal cortex, that is the mineralocorticoids, right, in which aldosterone is the most important one. Then we talked about the Addison's disease. This is because of the hyposecretion of aldosterone. Then we talked about the glucocorticoids. In glucocorticoids, which one is the main hormone? That is the cortisols, which is mainly regulating with the gluconeogenesis. Then the last we talked about the sex corticoids, which is responsible for the secondary sexual characteristics in the males as well as in the females. So this is all about our adrenal cortex. The next we will start with the we will talk in detail about the adrenal medulla, as well as I will talk with you about the start with the pancreas.